Though not a recognizable name in the US yet, NIO is a trailblazer in the Chinese EV industry, and it's poised to give Tesla a run for its money in that part of the world. Previously on the brink of bankruptcy before securing a $1.4 billion funding from the Chinese government for a 24.1% stake, NIO has risen to overcome its challenges to become the world's fourth most valuable automaker within 7 years since starting in 2014. But what is behind NIO's meteoric rise to success? Transforming from a near-bankruptcy company to making $628 million in sales in the third quarter of 2020, selling 12,206 vehicles. Let's find out. In case you missed it, we are currently giving away iPhone 12 Pro. To win, simply subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon so you'll be notified once we drop fresh content, watch the whole video, and most importantly make a meaningful comment. NIO was founded in 2014 by William Li as NextEV. William made his first billion with his company called BitAuto, an online car review company which has since evolved to Chinese top marketing platform for selling and purchasing of used cars. Inspired by Elon Musk of Tesla, William met Martin Leach, an executive from Ford Motor Company, at 2014 Paris Auto Show, and they connected immediately because of their shared vision of wanting to build the Tesla for China. 2 years later, with the backing of Chinese elite entrepreneurs like Pony Ma of Tencent, Richard Liu of JD.com, and Lei Jun of Xiaomi, it announced its first vehicle, a limited-run supercar called the EP9, just to establish the brand and the reputation. Like Tesla, NIO has distanced itself from the traditional automakers, associating more like a tech company. The cars have some high-tech touches, such as an integrated smart assistant called Nomi that is so much loved by the car owners. Nomi can do virtually everything from winding the windows, changing the car temperature, to even taking selfies. To lock in customers and create a strong ecosystem, NIO has been portraying herself not as a car company but a lifestyle. Owners get access to a social network and private social spaces called NIO House. These gorgeous places offers owners top-notch luxury hangout centers. It houses amenities like library, kids play zone, lounge and coffee shop. This is just another big way NIO has driven tremendous levels of loyalty. NIO currently sells 3 vehicles in China. The ES8, a full-size SUV costing $72,000. The car delivers 62 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds and up to 360 miles off one charge. Next is the ES6, a mid-size SUV coming in at $55,000 and delivering a slightly higher performance of 62 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds and can go 380 miles with one charge. And finally, the EC6, a crossover coupe costing $56,000. Helped with a drag coefficient of 0.26, this car beats the ES6 on which it's based to achieve 62 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds. SUVs and electric vehicles are a huge trend in China today. There are over 500 companies registered in the country that produce what is known as new energy vehicles or alternative fuel source vehicles that don't rely on internal combustion engines. Only a handful have made it as far as NIO and Tesla have. Not only that, NIO is giving Tesla and luxurious SUV car manufacturers a run for their money in China, it's even planning to relaunch its earlier suspended ET7 sedan to tap into the lucrative sedan segment. The sedan, equipped with ultra-long-range LiDAR, high-resolution cameras, millimeter-wave radar and ultrasonic sensors, will be the start of the company's heavy focus on self-driving and autonomous systems technology. With the battery being the single most expensive and time-consuming item to recharge in an electric vehicle, NIO has built one of his core value propositions around this challenge. It is called battery swap technology. By making all its cars' battery to be the same and easily replaceable, NIO has built 162 battery swap centers across China where customers can bring in their cars and have their dead battery swapped for fully charged one in less than 10 minutes. And if you're stuck on the road, through the NIO app a customer can order their electric charging van to come and charge the vehicle on the spot. This is not to mention that you can equally charge your vehicle the conventional way at home. NIO has even moved further to offer customers the choice of buying a NIO car without a battery and instead resort to lending one. For approximately $150 per month, car owners will get up to 6 battery changes at any one of the company's facilities. Second-hand owners are not left out, they can pay per kilowatt-hour for the energy that would be required to recharge their flat battery. With the battery pack costing about $10,700 of the car's overall cost, no wonder a third of NIO car owners are opting for renting instead of buying a battery pack with the car. The battery swap technology is not entirely new. In 2013, Tesla demoed its battery swap technology and the following year built a trial swap station in California. But Tesla later dropped the project, saying drivers weren't interested in swapping their batteries because the supercharging stations were fast enough, even as these charges can take more than 75 minutes to fully power a car. Whilst Tesla has long dropped this idea, its Chinese rival NIO is moving ahead with the technology and building a competitive edge out of it. NIO was earlier working on a Shanghai megafactory but later scrapped it to form a partnership with JAC Motors to build the ES8 and ES6. The partnership allows NIO to bring in their supplies to JAC and have it assembled. This was a huge cost saver for NIO, since money that would have been used for building an assembly plant can now be channeled into other capital expenditure like marketing, better customer support and others. The joint venture with JAC Motors recently reached a milestone of 50,000 vehicles produced, but NIO's production output is still small compared to Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory, which produces 20,000 to 23,000 units a month, making it the biggest by capacity in EV OEM in China currently. The gap is still very wide between NIO's production and Tesla's, but NIO is definitely closing up. As the competition between Tesla and NIO rages on in the world's largest EV market, China, I believe that the market is big enough for both. One's success will feed into the others as more Chinese consumers begin to accept electric vehicles, thanks to the generous subsidies and efforts of their government to promote new energy vehicles. It should be noted that the Chinese government, just as they did for other Chinese technology companies, lent enormous support in both finances and goodwill to ensure that NIO succeeded. As the economy recovers from the COVID pandemic, consumer interest in electric vehicles will keep growing. However, Chinese consumers are still price sensitive, and as an expensive luxury brand, NIO has its eyes set on the global market and has been preparing to enter when the time is right. They have their sights set on Europe and the United States. NIO said it plans to enter the global markets by 2023 and 2024 and would likely begin with Europe first. They'll probably go to Denmark, Norway, maybe the Netherlands first, given the consumer acceptance of EVs there, the subsidies and government incentives. But it will still take a while before we see NIO in the US. The Chinese automaker would love to step inside the US market, but the reality is that Washington and Beijing relationship has been at its lowest in 50 years. And with US tariffs on Chinese cars currently at 27%, it will make NIO's car ridiculously expensive in America, beyond what most Americans might be willing to pay. NIO is likely to benefit the most from domestic growth in the near term, and the monthly figures are showing more people are buying their cars. With offices in Germany, the United Kingdom and the United States, NIO has a global outlook, but its portfolio of cars and services are currently only available in China, but won't remain like that for long. Though Tesla sells a third of its car in China, it should be concerned with NIO's astronomical rise and no doubt will be watching it closely. What do you think of NIO's cars? Is it a car you will buy over Tesla? Do let me know in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to help others discover it. And as always, whatever you're up to in the next hour ahead, do it with passion or not at all. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.